Next part of the journey, I checked into a hotel in Joliet, Illinois, after a long day on the road. It was you're kind of tired, where you just want room key, a shower, silence, maybe some of those sun chips out of the hotel concierge. Instead, I walked to the front desk, and it was an experience that felt like a hostage situation wrapped in customer service. The woman at the counter greeted me, found my reservation, pulled out the key card. It was all going like every other time I stayed in a hotel. She had it in her hand right there, inches from me, and then froze. She looked at my name, looked back at me, looked back at my name, looked back at me, and lit up like she just solved a mystery. "Oh my gosh," she says. "That's the name of the character my dog's dressed up for as Halloween." And before I could react, she set the key down, didn't hand it over, it was still behind the counter, and then launched into an entire saga of how she spent 3 weeks crafting matching costumes for her dogs so that they could look like that character from Monsters Inc. The one that I happen to share a name with, there's only a few, so figured out. I nodded, smiled, pretended to be fascinated by the logistics of the dog sized fabrics and the emotional journey of a woman who clearly loved Halloween more than oxygen. Meanwhile, my keycard sat on the counter like a prize I was not allowed to win until she finished her TED talk on canine cosplay. Every time I thought the story was over, she found a new chapter. How the neighbors reacted, how the dogs reacted, how the photos turned out, how one dog really embodied the role. I stood there, flabbergasted, luggage in hand, wondering if I was ever going to see the inside of my room, or if this was my new life now. Finally, after what felt like a full-length documentary, she slid the key toward me with the satisfaction of someone who had completed a sacred ritual. "Anyway," she said, "have a great stay." I took the key, walked to the elevator, and realized that Juliet had taught me something I didn't expect. Sometimes the price of a hotel room isn't money. It's listening to a stranger's entire dog costume origin story before you're allowed to sleep.